boy, the upscaling on this does not look too great. Alright, hey y'all. A bit of a departure from what we were doing over the last couple weeks, months, etc. Not too far though. We're doing Mega Man X5. Vpris is here with me.
We made Mega Man X5 good. Oh,
So yeah, this is actually a small ROM hack of Mega Man X5 that has something like a half dozen quality of life changes. Try to make things better.
The general idea was that Mega Man X5 is a game that is mired in a whole bunch of unnecessary garbage that kind of holds back the core gameplay, which is actually pretty good. And it's just like, people who like X5 are generally like, okay, well, if you could just scrap out the bad parts, then you could find a good game underneath. So that's what I set out to do.
Excellent.
So the hack that I used was already made over on romhacking.net. It's called the Mega Man X5 Improvement Project. And it was just a fairly basic but very competent hack that just sort of... what it did was, for starters, it took out Alia's dialogue entirely. Usually she will constantly stop you and pester you with stuff.
She'll full interrupt you pretty heavily in every stage, everywhere. The first question I see in the chat is this game good? And the answer I have to that is, this is the last good X game, in my opinion. I realize that other people have high opinions of X8. X8 doesn't feel like an X game to me anymore.
X8 has a lot of asterisks in front of it. I like it, but like...
it's like calling Sonic Adventure a classic Sonic game. That's not correct. So, anyway, we're going to be playing through Zero. Goodbye, Fourth Armor.
So anyway, what the hack did at base was get rid of Alia's dialogue, make it so that no matter who picks up a health or weapon pickup that permanently extends your weapon energy or life energy, it counts for both characters. That's pretty much it. And it also did alter the save menu a bit to make it, look a little bit nicer. So what I did past that was... I just decided, hey, are there any other hacks out there that add to this? And there is an addendum to the Mega Man X Improvement Project that basically did everything that I wanted. It just crossed off everything on my bucket list for making this game actually good. The problem was it did one thing that I absolutely cannot abide. They got rid of the Guns N' Roses name for the Mavericks.
Oh, come on.
That's illegal. Go to jail.
I know that then you're just trying to be more true to... I don't begrudge them for doing it, but come on. Yeah,
like that, and the fact that they had a whole bunch of people who were doing a whole bunch of work for the graphical overhauls and stuff in order to make that change happen, but at the same time, it's just like, yeah, okay. So...
Who's that mysterious voice? I don't know, it could be anybody.
It's a silhouette, I don't know. No defining features or anything? Yeah, this could be anybody. So what ended up happening was I decided, is there any way I could get all of the stuff that I wanted to make this game good without having to, suffer through this injustice? So what I did was I looked up the thread that the original improvement project was on, and as it turns out, the person who would go on to spearhead the addendum project had a lot of hex edits that they had found in the course of their travels, and had posted in the thread, and I was just using some of that, and also they were kind enough to provide a lot of hex edits in their README file of the addendum project, so a whole bunch of further things that could be done with this. So we just sort of cobbled together a README of all of the good stuff, and I gave it to Slio, and this is the final product.
Yeah, Look at this Buster. It's some Whedon Hut Jr. stuff right here.
Yeah, this is definitely worth losing the 4th armor over.
So yeah, intro stage of this game, your character choice actually matters pretty decently. Whoever you don't play as is gonna get their shit rocked, like at the end of the stage, and lose functionality. In the original X5, as you were saying, effectively what this makes the game is like, yo, you better just be playing as one character. Like, life upgrades only apply to one character, things like that. So, like, you just have to be playing as one character.
It was a system that was meant to, like, encourage a favorite character, but ends up just, like, making it so that why are you not just playing as one character all the time?
Yeah.
By the way, there are about 3 different points during that intro stage where Alia would have interrupted you for 10 seconds straight.
Yeah. Anyway, X's 4th armor is just blowing the heck up. Hey, Doc, we're playing a small hack of X5 that fixes a bunch of small problems Vprisoner had with the game, basically.
Yeah, I ended up adding a whole lot of stuff that you didn't have in that hack that I was talking with you about early, like before.
Yeah.
We got some more stuff, and it's all for the better.
Sigma is very close. You've played. I don't think you can't have played this. Vprisoner made the secondary changes recently. You've played the one that he based it off of, though.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, I had gotten a bunch of hex edits by just sort of troweling around the internet and cobbling together something to improve it even further.
What's bothering you, Zero? Oh man. Anyway, we gonna fight. Sigma's back, baby.
I love this fucking junk chia pet ass Sigma head.
Hey, buddy. No.
Yeah, one of the things that I really like about this fight is that it is really showcasing the duck a whole lot.
Yeah,
the duck did quite a lot of stuff.
I love the statue though. It's my favorite bit. Is that little back statue that breaks into like giant Sigma robot. Of all the intro stages, bosses, this one I think is actually actually I don't know. I love the little jumpy robot next to, if I'm being real with you.
I can't believe Capcom individually conceptualized on the idea of a Neo America with a statue with Liberty Cannon. Its secret and greatest weapon.
Oh, you can hear there's a little audio weep. But yeah, so in all that novel about Vprisoner's tales of how he got to the hack, you've still failed to actually mention everything you did.
Oh, right. Yeah,
you just talked about how you got there.
I don't know, like, we were just trying to, like... We were just, like, trying to set up the intro and everything here. But,
I was hoping you were just going to tell people what the changes were.
God, completely slipped my mind. Yeah, so anyway, what I did was, the intro dialogue that you get when you first load up the stage select screen and they're like, here are these 4 Mavericks, they have these parts that we need in order to fire the death laser. Yeah, I just turned that off. You just go straight to the stage select screen.
Mm-hmm.
And past that, if you press start, you know, after you're done ducking or whatever. We just have the exit button. It's right there.
I'm out. That's just enabled by default.
Yep, just enabled by default. You can just do that anytime. And the other things are leveling is now fake. Mavericks will just give you the weapon ups and life ups and parts just by default. You don't have to die a whole bunch of times in Grizzly/'s stage. And then finally, the Skyver would originally, the technique that Zero gets from the Skyver is a dash and slash technique that invalidates the popular slash dash glitch. And I just decided to map that to the special weapon button instead of the saber button, so now you can do that technique, or you can just keep doing slash dash cancel.
Yeah, because you'd have to effectively, finish Skyver's stage as X to avoid that even happening, or do you still even get that?
You still get that. Like, they both get the technique.
Oh, it's the life up that you don't get. Or you wouldn't get. Xsigmos.
So I'm saying, like, both X and Zero get the tech stuff no matter what.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you would want to... Mega Man X5 does let you skip Mavericks and go straight to Sigma in some ways. But the Skyver would absolutely be, like, you don't want to do it if you're playing as Zero and you're really heavy into slash dash cancel town.
Space Colony Eurasia is heading straight toward us. 16 hours.
This also means that the colony timer is pretty fake because you don't have to waste time trying to level every boss up so you can get parts. This is kind of the big one when people talk about obfuscation and garbage that clutters up an otherwise good core gameplay. The colony, the whole system with the colony is that you have to gather parts from 4 different Mavericks, and they helpfully label which 4 Mavericks have the parts you need for a specific weapon to use. And it's always just like a random chance that you will succeed in blowing up the colony and go straight to the Sigma stages. Never 100%, but never 0%. If that really sounds like it's not doing it for you, then yeah, that's because it's kind of cluttered. It's in the way.
I don't have memory? I know there's a memory card on here.
Wait, what?
Sure, whatever. You got it, boss. I don't need to save. Have a good time. Speedrun strat is jam the fire cannon button immediately, reload if it doesn't work. Alright, let's, speaking of our buddy, let's go beat up Skyver. See ya.
Yeah, that's the other thing that the base hack does. It doesn't, like, do that whole shitty thing where you have to lose something if you play another character.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be using 4th armor anyway, but I'm playing... We can keep our buster! Alright, so Skyver stage has a gimmick. There's these bombs, and if you let them explode... I'm in damage, so it won't hurt me here. You get a screen-wide explosion. That screen-wide explosion hits you for like 2/3 your bar.
Yeah, you're red 0, so pretty much everything hits you like a jackhammer.
Yeah, but that specifically hits for like this one here. I can't really get to in time, so I just have to damage boost through it like this. Because if you're in a damage state when the explosion happens, you're fine.
You also notice that there are some Reploids that you have to touch in order to rescue. They give you a random amount of health and an extra life. Though extra lives in this game are completely fake. That's one of the things that makes X5 secretly good. The checkpointing is very generous, and if you have to lose all your lives in game over, you just go back to the checkpoint.
Yeah. Alright, so it's the third one on here with the weapons tank. So we're going down this elevator, and like you can do this, and like there's stuff down there. Jerk. Gimmick stage in a Mega Man game? Yeah. Alright, so this is the one I want to go down on. So that is the weapons tank? Yeah, that's the weapons tank.
Yep.
So...
Actually, still a little relevant for Zero in this game, because he does have techniques that consume weapon energy.
Alright. And then we get...
did we play Mega Man 11? I did not. I've heard stories about the checkpointing.
Alright, now we get to meet our friend. Hi. How you doing?
So happy to see you.
Uh-huh. Yep. Hey. You doing alright? Alright. That's fine.
The Sigma viruses are another kind of half-baked idea that got crammed into this game. You have a virus meter on the bottom left that shows you how much bad times you have.
Yeah.
And if you get touched by enough Sigma viruses, if you're X, you start taking damage gradually. But if you're Zero, you're invincible.
Yeah, and if you're Zero, it's a good thing, because that is the part of the plot.
Yeah, I was about to say, they make it abundantly clear that it is good for Zero, and they're not sure why.
Hey, buddy.
Except the other thing that makes this virus system half-baked is that they don't give you, like, there aren't enough viri in the levels usually in order to trigger a full effect. You'll get close, but more often than not, you're just never going to actually see it.
I think it's 3 hits, and in this stage there were only 2 of them in the first place. Like,
yeah.
Look, nobody knows how to make a robot in this setting. Like, wasn't Dr. Kane like an archaeologist who just made robots?
It was definitely something that was out of his field. He was good at what he did, but not like necessarily making robots, especially robots that can think.
All right, so Skyver here. We have to retire him. Because he's going to be taken over by the Maverick virus, and he wants revenge for the Colonel in the last game. He's part of Rebel Force.
Yeah, he's a surviving member of Rebel Force. Also, we're standing on a Rebel Force jet from Storm Owl stage.
You're crazy, Pa. No, the name Skyver and every other every other boss in this game. Well, we'll go do a more direct one. The person who did localization on the names named them all after made them all Guns N' Roses references, every single one of them. Alright.
This was unfortunately taken out of the X collection.
Okay, you're dashing me, that's fine. Alright, fine.
Fine, he says.
Fine, whatever. You body me off the edge, I accept this. They all have, in the Mega Man X collection that was most recently put out, like, last year, the names are all redone, like, to be more, like, correct to the translation, but that makes me sad, because I like Duff McWhalen. I can give up some of them, that's fine. Alright, so this is gonna be dash, and then under dash, and then over dash, and under dash. Then you gotta start shooting tornadoes. You just gotta keep going back and forth.
What they did with the X collection also kind of steeled my resolve to do this. Because, well, hell, we gotta preserve history, right? This is historical, this is fact, this is what happened. They had these names. You're just gonna take them?
Yeah. Well, I'm fine. Again, I'm fine with giving up most of them. And Omni, that by the end of this game, that is a very like less than hinting in the background and more being yelled at you by the little all of the bits in the Sigma portions. Alright, so we get the dash move. It's like the dash clone.
Yeah, you dash forward, slash, and then you get an after image that comes out.
Yep. I'll take the life, thank you very much.
Yeah, like, right away, you just get to have life, energy, and parts.
Alright. Oh my god. So, one of the other things about the X games is that, like, they've always suffered from having, like, poor translations. Like, this game can't even remember that the last game called it Repliforce. Like, there's just no consistency.
I mean, I just got off of playing Mega Man X6, so, like, translation inconsistencies. This
Man,
game looks like
dude.
a fucking genius.
Here's some dude. Yeah, that'd be sweet to have, like, back in, like, the early 2000s when everybody had a Tony Hawk Pro Skater ripoff. That'd be a pretty good one. Ah, Sportsman. Hey, Dynamo. Anyway.
I would really actually want to see a Mega Man X Tony Hawk Pro Skater just because they have so many air dashes. Think of the combos you could do.
Alright, let's go into the best on the names then next. Worst on the stages, sadly, but I don't know if it's actually worst. I just hate the stage.
No, it's garbage.
Anyway, welcome to Duff McWhalen. Love me a Duff McWhalen. The stage sucks if you try to play it as X on it. Like, in order to break that top stuff, you have to, like, nearly kill yourself on a... Oh my god, actually.
Yeah, you can tell right away just how much this is built for Zero's mobility specifically. Like, the thing is, the reason why a lot of folks say that this is a Zero game first and foremost is that X doesn't have the fourth, like, the fourth armor doesn't make X specifically overpowered. He kind of needs it in order to deal with this shit.
Yeah, so I broke that off. Nope. My buddy.
Nice save.
Uh-huh.
Thanks, I hate it.
Like, my gut told me, like, isn't there a reason I'm, like, my gut told me to just do this over and over? And then, like, I was like, nah, there's no reason to do that. That's just silly. Yep, uh-huh, that's fine. The laser doesn't hurt nearly as bad as, the explosions in the, Skyver stage.
This, stage is just overall really grating, and not just because it's an auto-scroller. It's an auto-scroller that if you are playing X, you want to do twice.
They have the least necessary extra lives in the series. Yeah, like, you can even just return on checkpoints, so, or on like, game over, so there's no point in them.
Yeah, I value the health boost more than anything.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Honestly, the fucked up thing is that this is probably the best incarnation of the rescuable Reploids we'll ever see in the series.
I hate them in 6.
Oh, they're super bad in 6.
The lives are actually bad because you're going to chance stage select until you run out. Yeah, that was the reason that one of the changes was made, is that you can, in this,
exit.
We just always have the exit ability unlocked down here. Oh, let me show this off. Anyway, you like auto-scrollers?
Yeah, 7 solid minutes with no way to speed it up. So here's something that's probably pretty relevant. The ranking system in X5 is extremely fake and doesn't provide you anything, but it also has a whole lot of really stupid and asinine requirements in order to get high rankings. One of them is time. Time is beating any given level in less than 1:30 for the highest ranking. This timer is universal across all stages, so you are going to get a rank tank in this stage. That's just life.
Go to your missiles.
Yeah, like, the reason why they made the weapons respawn is because otherwise it would just be really boring instead of aggravating, and they did want to continue to invigorate your senses in one way or another.
This is not the worst that stages get in the X series, though.
Nah, they're far worse. Like, we keep roasting nuts on X6 constantly, but, like, we're telling the truth. It really is that bad. And for what it's worth, X5 probably has Zero at his finest, at his best control. Because, like, it feels really good to play as Zero in X5 specifically. I think they really nailed the way he plays, like, in this game specifically. In X6, he plays a little bit differently because his saber slashes work differently.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a shame, because you're right. Duff McWhalen is a sweet name.
Yeah, it does feel kind of wasted. It's just mostly like, it's not just the name. The name also sells the design, because the design looks goofy as hell.
I love having an air dash. Oh, I don't have an up air dash. Whoops. My gut told me I had an up air dash, but that's an X thing, right?
Yeah, that's an X3 thing specifically.
Yeah. I will always be... so... For me, like, X games that I've played, like, to death are the SNES games. I've played all the PS1 games as well, except for 6 to completion. But, I can't.
Yep, that's why you have to play this stage twice if you want X, baby. Also, yeah, like, Zero having a double jump is a monumental difference in playstyle. Yeah, you start with a double jump by default, and you beat Grizzly Slash, then he gets his full somersault slash, makes him really good. Basically, like, in X4, they were still trying to iron out how Zero's saber techniques worked, and you could tell because a lot of the stuff that he got was didn't have any offensive capabilities. Like, he got the air dash from Jet Stingray. So he just kind of had to wing it on weaknesses a lot of times. And a lot of the techniques that he used were mapped to the special weapon button and not his saber button. Here, they're mapped to his saber button, which flows a lot nicer.
No.
And then X6, it's just like, oh, well, everything's dog shit. X6 actually, Zero feels particularly bad to play because he is forced to use his standard jumping slash, and you can't use his somersault slash unless you double jump.
No, fish! Oh, I can't slash bullets. Don't have that yet. I think that's a...
Why doesn't sub have so much goddamn health?
Alright. What if I... just kind of don't deal with these on the way up?
Yeah, Black Zero gets Shot Eraser and Antivirus Guard by default.
Yep.
It unfortunately was not a thing in X4 Abyss because it was purely cosmetic in that game. X5 was the first time they made Zero's Black upgrade a strict upgrade.
Oh, the Shot Eraser was a thing before, though.
The Shot Eraser was definitely, yeah. Like
that was an upgrade you got from...
Storm Owl.
Storm Owl? Yeah. I was gonna say, I remember that one.
All told, it is pretty interesting to go back to X4 Zero, back when they were still trying to figure out techniques and stuff. Because the fact that you do have to wing it on a lot of bosses means that they become more contests of skill rather than just hammer weakness and go home.
Crap. I think there's a lot more health than I wanted to.
Yeah, there's a reason why we say that X5 is the Zero game and not necessarily X4. Because Zero has a lot of bad matchups in that game.
There's a lot of stages and things that just aren't conducive to playing a Zero either. Hey, buddy. Yeah, General is the one I think of specifically that's just garbage as Zero.
General's a fucking nightmare, Zero.
There we go. No!
Oh,
No!
damn it!
I finally got into a groove on it. I just always feel so bad for Duff.
Getting the shit in on the stick, virtually everything. I should play Megaman X6 again. Nope. Brain, stop. No. Wrong answer. Bad thoughts. Get out. I've already done my time. Twice, in fact. I don't need another. I do appreciate that they despawn the projectiles if you blow up the cannon.
There we go. But they don't despawn him if you blow up the big thing. Anyway. X6 was my first Mega Man X game. It sucks.
It's bad.
Like... love to have a Sigma stage that is, I guess, gate stage, whatever, that you literally can't pass with certain characters. It's sweet.
Gate stages are a masterclass in how not to do the next stage.
Secure the ocean. Uh-huh. Everyone's like already infected. Alright. So here's Duff McWhalen's thing.
Duff McWhalen never gets to show off his thing if you play a zero with Crescent Grizzly Slash. Mostly because in X5 weaknesses just kind of stun lock enemies for 5 years.
Yeah. Nope. Ain't fooling me. There's spikes on that back wall.
Nice.
Wow, the three of the worst boss fights in the X series are all hitting the two of their back to back.
Shout outs to Hymax and Gate for being dog shit. And
Nightmare Queen's pretty great.
Oh yeah, Nightmare Queen is absolutely
I like Duff McWhalen's fight. That's actually pretty neat.
I genuinely love making Duff McWhalen do his entire gimmick because you're basically playing a maze.
Yep. Yeah, Nightmare Mother. Sorry, that's anyway. I'm still gonna take the. I'm basically taking a life on everyone here because I don't remember even needing energy for anything. Hey, we got some hydrogen. That's good.
Yeah. Hymax 1 is the one that's really disgusting because, like, Hymax 1 is a soft lock in a lot of cases.
Yeah, certain characters you just can't damage. Alright, where do we want to go next?
Why not do, Grizzly Slash?
Oh, we gotta
get our mad ups.
We got an interrupt. Welcome to our interrupt.
X5 had a lot of mechanics.
This is actually a pretty common thing in a lot of the X games. Is like after you, like X4 has kernel interrupt after certain numbers. The ones in 2 and 3 are like mid stage, like Bit and the friends. Anyway. I want to disturb what you're doing. You think you're so cool. Pretty sure I can just race Dynamo from memory.
Yeah, Dynamo's a bit easier to play Zero because he uses that technique instead of the slash.
Yeah.
Oh, X3 is absolutely worse than 5 and 8. X3 is a collectathon. They wanted to make a collectathon out of an X game, and that does not fly.
I don't have a ton of... Again, I like the SNES games more than probably should, but... Never forget Dynamo's awkward-ass jump. Yeah, it's the slowest thing in the world. Like, the reason Dynamo is so easy as Zero is you just get that little... My problem with Dynamo is because the game hypes him up to be so much he's an incredible chumpus. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
I also just like, when you're playing him as X, you're just constantly getting, like, Sabama Geish to front and back.
Oh, hey. Jumper.
Yeah.
That's where we get that. Okay. Alright, Grizzly. So, to follow with the, naming convention. Grizzly Slash, named for...
The more immediately prevalent.
Slash. Again, oh yeah, right, train stage.
Again, God, it's like, this flows so much better when you're not being constantly interrupted.
Oh, also now I've got the like dash thing on my forward dash.
Yeah, Zero gets iframes on his air dash, which is quite good.
And it's like, hey, buddy.
Whew, okay.
That's what I'm after. Hi. This is also so much easier as a Zero.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the train's already set to explode, so you just gotta hoof it through it.
Go, go, go. God.
Take a knee take before departing.
Got what I wanted. No! Damn it! Blah! Anyway, then we get a tiny bit of stage here. Oh, you ready? Oh yeah, I got your number. Oh yeah. Yeah, Owned.
8 shots easy every time.
The power of Zero's Buster. Zero gave his Buster to X and X1 and never got it back. Like, that's what happened. What's up? Zero. Huh.
What's your robot power? I studied the blade.
Give me the crystal ball. No. I mean, I guess we've destroyed Sigma a lot of times. Could be any of them. So, the X games always try to have this little bit where it's like, you can just call anybody Mavericks and then destroy them, but it's basically never worked or landed again because of how awkward the text is, and
like they never really stick the landing on it, basically.
X4, like the idea in X4 is like Repliforce wasn't Maverick, we just called them that. And it was Sigma who stoked the flames behind the scenes, but you don't get any of that in any dialogue. It's like, yeah, that's
the
definitely
idea
what
was
the
just
flaw
supposed
was.
to be like Maverick Hunters are just like gave themselves the power to declare anyone they wanted a Maverick.
Oh shit. That was a 2-drop. Where are you coming down? Hey, buddy.
Like, Grizzly Flash is very much a beat me first Maverick, but he varies his, like, there's a lot of, stuff to it. He's got the beginning phase, he's got this phase with the, drill, and then he does that, and then you die.
Yeah, I was doing real good. I had a no-hit going, because I kind of had to. I jumped into this with no health. I got Goombud. But yeah, the Buster, Zero's Buster is what you lose if you play as X in the opening, and you don't miss it.
Like, yeah, Zero's Buster is way more powerful in X6, but I still didn't use it all that much.
Anyway, as you said, very much a beat me first.
And good on him for doing that, because honestly, this is one of Zero's best techniques by a landslide.
Yeah. Level 9. Yeah, bosses in this game have levels based on... Oh, God.
Just dying and, like doing stages, consuming time.
Yeah. Like, the further in XX you sit in Rain Turtle, Sanabuzu, thank you for the host. We're playing through a X5 small hack that changes up a few things, removing island dialogue, allowing you stage leaving at any time, just little bits to make the game a little better.
A whole bunch of quality of life improvements. You're trying to brush aside all the garbage that surrounds a good cane.
Sea ball. And we get cover, sure. Grizzly Slash had a sea ball. Just greatly increased the striking ability of the Enigma. Again, when I talk about the awkward translation of the X games, like, you can see it everywhere with little bits like that. Striking capability of your laser is definitely a normal way to say that. Okay, I got the E-Tank in that stage. I'm trying to think about stage I have to revisit. I don't think... I got everything in Skyvers.
You don't have to care about Duff McWhalen.
I don't have to care about Duck McWhalen because I'm not playing as X. I don't think I care about anything in... there.
Yeah, the sky's kind of the limit for this. Like, Squid Adler has a good Shoryuken for Zero.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and have some fun here.
Because he also has good shit for Zero.
The Enigma's more effective if you pick up these pieces for it. Like the crystal ball is Dark Dizzy. Yeah. The crystal ball is more like I assume the idea is it's like a lens focus thing, so it's a more powerful laser. But
yeah, like hydrogen is supposed to be combustion and shit like that. By the way, this stage likes to slow itself down on purpose because it's weird space shit.
I think it's neat. Anyway, check out my double jump and my flip.
Yeah, this is kind of one of the big reasons why Zero is so much fun to play.
Like, I have... Yeah, you have the cannon normally, and you just shoot it. It just has a low chance of functioning.
Yeah, thing to know about those spikes, they become instant kill spikes once they land.
Oh god, I got greeted. I was like, wait, I have an E-Tank. I want to fill that, you know?
Well, you filled it.
Yeah. See? Look, my E-Tank has stuff in it now. So yeah, Sea Sword, Tournaments on Fly.
Like, it's never a 100% chance, it's never a 0% chance, but it is always skewed towards the 0. Unless you get all the parts. It's kind of weird. And I was gonna say, like, the spikes don't become instant death spikes until they actually root. Once they're still in the air, they just do damage.
Okay.
Yeah, and the shuttle has a much higher percentage chance of working.
Yeah. And of course, the issue is if neither of them, if they don't work, if the cannon doesn't work, and you have to use the shuttle. God damn it. Anyway, here's the continue. By the way, I hit continue, and I'm just right here. Like, what's the point of a life?
Yeah, again, this is why this is why we have so much patience with X5, because its checkpointing is so generous and lives don't mean anything.
Goodbye. Anyway, this thing's gonna do a loop. You son of a...
Once the spikes mature, they develop their venom sacs and become lethal.
Oh my god, get off my platform! Magnet into that one.
Oh, nice save.
Anyway, double jump's pretty sweet.
Continues don't have any story consequences. Nothing like, you're just home free.
Yeah, they don't count as a time unit as you might like. That's like what you might first think is like, does that count as time? Alright.
It only counts as time if you actually leave the stage.
Yeah, if you just hit continue, it's fine. Oh no.
Yeah, like, the level design in X5 isn't the best, but, like, The fact that
caution.
you don't have to deal with lives, and Zero plays so well is what really carries it.
Oh, you can't go back to that. Heck. Was it destructible?
I don't think so.
Anyway. Danger, I think one more and I'm in mode.
Yeah, I think Dark Dizzy is one of the only stages where you are allowed to do that.
Yeah, it's Dark Dizzy and there's one other... Alright, and then... Come on. Virus!
I don't want these shitty iframe invincibility, I want, like, the real stuff.
Virus, let's go. That's it. That was...
Great invincibility, everybody.
That was Virus. Anyway, here's Dark Dizzy. Bat. I love bats. Love the little bats like that. Very cool, brother. Everybody uses the word retire. You are the one who will be retired.
You're the one who's gonna die! Yeah, because, like, the idea for the virus working on Zero the way it does is that it, like, the Maverick virus was supposed to be a BIOS patch for Zero to make him work better, because he just, like, he wouldn't listen to Wily initially, so develop that little patch to make him more sane.
Alright.
Unfortunately, it is incompatible with all of the other Reploid systems because they're all based on X.
Yep. Yeah, did you know? Equipping the weapons with the L and R button, enemy has a weak point. Yes. By the way, if this dialogue wasn't removed in the stages, oh boy.
Yeah. She is roughly this. She is pretty much this chatty roughly every 5 seconds in a stage.
Is Jaime X literally a non-X robot? I did not know that.
Yeah, he was based on Zero's design because Gate made it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Now I remember that.
Because that was the whole other
the whole
conceit
point
about X, like they wanted to turn Zero into Robot Jesus.
the last Unix. Look, it works fine. You just have... Oh, God. You just haven't done your setup right. Alright, I could go back there for that life, but I honestly don't matter. I don't care about that. Could you get the Shoryuken? I think that's from Magma.
That's from Squid Adler.
Really? Oh, it's not fire. Right, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Magma Dragoon.
Yeah, you're thinking of it. Yeah, you're thinking
I'm
of
thinking of X4.
Also, what about parts? Did we ever equip any, or...?
Yeah! Give me jumper, give me super cover. I didn't remember we had any.
Yeah, they just sort of develop in the back, so...
And then... Enigma status. Well...
God, this whole fucking status screen that is just fluff.
Oh, God. Okay. I wonder if that number is correct.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
Yeah, I am ignoring X, and so I'm gonna ignore the armor parts, so I'll be... If I get super unlucky, I'll have to do 2 stages as 4th armor X, that'll suck, but... Because I can't reload, I can't save. So... Like, if the cannon doesn't work, I'm just screwed. Anyway, hey.
Who's ready to die a bunch?
Hell yeah! Anyway, I had to... I love that's like the... Oh, We're gonna take all the deaths here. Ready? And then you fall in a hole. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, damn it.
Yeah.
in the hole.
Like, I still rate Duff McWhalen's stage as much worse than this. Because this is a funny kind of, like...
Well, again, like, you take the death and it's like, who cares? You continue for 5 seconds, like, right after.
Yeah, like, it's immediate. They just windmill slam you with this pitfall.
Anyway, there's a billion of these little bits. I think you have to get them all. Is that the armor? Oh god, I'm not firing fast
yeah, that is the armor, so
yeah.
you don't have to care about that, fortunately.
Yeah, so these little bits you see are like... Oh, boy. You have to get all of them. Oh, I'm loving this. Oh, I've fallen over. Ready?
By the way, this whole...
The ready isn't even off screen by the time you have to put
right?
an input. It's beautiful. Pit. Pit. Again,
the other thing that makes this, like, just stupid and fun to laugh at is that this whole section lasts only about 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah, yeah. The thing that's killer about it is if you're going after the armor, it sucks. And if this were any other game, if this wasn't X5 with its continue system, this would just suck. This would just be the worst. Like any other Mega Man game where you didn't continue like you do in this one, it would be unplayable. Because of how many, like... Actually, I guess, like, I don't know, maybe, I guess this whole thing doesn't have a continue in it. Imagine if this hurt cannon percent. Maybe it doesn't matter with the continues. I don't know, I find it just silly because you restart 5 seconds, and I'm just gonna go in every pit. Just always be shooting.
I would call this the turbo tunnel done right.
God damn it.
It is the most asshole thing in existence, but it also doesn't punish you.
Can I dash through those?
Yes you can.
Yeah, okay. Ugh.
That's kind of the big problem with that.
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd love to have my controller slapped away from me for 5,000 years.
Why? I just got the armor part.
Wait, did you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just got the armor part.
Yeah, right, cool. We can at least walk in and say hi.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just got all of them.
Christ alive.
What's up? Hey, I'm Dr. Light.
This is also the first game where Dr. Light is just like, by the way, I'm just a sentient hologram and I'm aware of things that are going on. Oh, okay. Zero only has the long conversation with Dr. Light in the Grizzly Slash one.
Oh. Ahem. I somehow didn't take a hit there. Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is for X. In X5, X5 is the first game that has multiple armors for X, and as such, they can't just give you the part right away because they can't make, like, 5,000 different sprite configurations for that. So you have to get all 4 in order to have the armor.
Yeah, so yeah, the upgrade for Zero is much later.
Mm-hmm.
That should be easy enough to get. That's just falling in a hole, right?
Mm-hmm. Ultimately, I do like the way that Dr. Light handles Zero getting the parts for X, because you're just basically like, hey, thanks for looking after X, he's kind of a ding-dong, I appreciate it. Invincible Air Dash also makes this section a whole lot more manageable.
Later.
That was probably the most Friday at 4 a.m. enemy placement I've ever seen.
Hey, buddy.
Also, I do like that Squid Adler has probably the highest concentration of rescuable Reploids, because they know that you'll die a bunch.
Oh, this is the extra health thing, alright?
Yeah, but you need the Gaia armor for it.
Oh, you can't do this even with... Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Alright. Can't hear that. It's fine. Sorry, I gave X depression. Probably wasn't the best idea for a robot, but you know... It's fine.
It's kind of weird. Like, again, it's the whole thing of, like, the X series having so much potential for exploring these sorts of themes, and they just never, you know, commit to that.
Alright, anyway, here's a friend. Level 11.
Yeah, by the way, we're going back to inconsistent translation, because he brings up Launch Octopus, because he was buds with him.
I don't want to be a rude jerk like you. Yeah. Hell yeah!
Okay, so I guess he doesn't do that as Zero. If you come in here as X, he'll bring up Launch Octopus, except he calls him Octopardo.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Here's the actual secret of this boss. Weak to this shit. Oh god, please. Yeah, whatever. Where you at? Where you at? It's fine. He's weak to the dash. And X weaknesses tend to have that stun effect, which makes them, like, slow but consistent, is the idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, weak to the Psycho Crusher. Yeah, so, like, the idea with the X series weaknesses is that, like, they're generally, like, really, really consistent, and, like, you know, you stun lock them forever. Oh, contact damage? Really? Whatever, I'm getting this race.
Like, it's honestly a good weapon for this particular one, just because the room is so congested and he puts blocks everywhere and shit.
Yeah. Squid Adler is probably the hardest. Yeah, I'd agree. Like, because there's the lightning stuff that is hard to dodge. There's the block in the middle places. There's the bottom just becoming lightning, and lightning shoots up. There's a lot going on in that fight. Alright. What's up? Hey, blah, 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 blah. Alright.
Okay, so,
Alright, then we get the blade. Ooh. Energy cart. And the half shock buffer?
Shock buffer is another upgrade that Black Zero just inherently has. Yeah, I missed that one.
Uh-huh. Yep. Why am I immune? It's like it's actually cool for me. So playing, I never trusted Cygnus. I always thought he was gonna betray your ass.
Yeah, like Cygnus apparently took over the job after the previous leader of the Maverick Hunters in X4 resigned because, holy fuck.
For the most part, we basically don't understand these robots that we created the society off of. It's just, boy.
Yeah, that's the Megaman X series in a nutshell, huh? We created all of these robots that have free will and the ability to think because we found a robot that did that. Oh, but we still made them act like robots.
Alright, the X series is a commentary on a lot of things, just very poorly.
Mm-hmm.
Backtracks.
Like, again, the concepts are very cool, and it's fun to explore them, just, you know, the fact that the games don't do a very good job of it doesn't mean that you can't. I'm just saying.
Pew! Matrix is one of the sillier names. Alright, I was gonna say, I have a... this now.
You sure do.
48 seconds of Zawardo.
I mean, that's pretty much what a good time-stopping weapon just needs to be.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, fire. Yep. "48 seconds." Yes, that's exactly how long that lasted. 48 seconds. You were there. You saw it. 48 seconds. I don't see the. Anyway, don't.
Yeah, it's 48 seconds in the exact same way that my car says 48 miles to empty and just takes away every foot.
Actually, want down here. Oh God, that was close.
Yeah.
I was cutting that one a little bit. Oh, that didn't. That was why I. That was why I went to that one, was I thought that would be far close enough to get the wall. Whatever. Up. The stage is cool.
Mm-hmm. There are some ways that you can definitely make the waiting-based gameplay work.
Anyway, goodbye. Oh, that's where the heart is in this one, damn it. Yeah, you're right. Oh, this is a bad idea.
Yo.
Actually, hold on, can I... If I get murdered, how far back will I go? Can I go get the heart tank?
Yeah, I think you just go back to where the whole thing started.
Yeah.
Next.
But I like this part. I like this part a bit because it shows you it immediately, like, before you drop down.
Yeah.
Like, you get to see it early, and then, right, lava hot.
It's a good example of visual communication to the player. And, of course, if you were playing normal X5, Alia would stop you immediately and tell you that lava hot and bad.
Right, I was gonna say there's a lot of pretty lengthy bits where she interrupts. That's the reason that those were all removed in this hack.
Yeah, so before I got a little bit more savvy about this sort of thing, I would create save files for myself where I would just like go through every single stage just to trigger the event flags on Alia's dialogue so that she would shut up for the duration of the game. Yeah, just stuff like that.
Love having double jump. Oh, God. I think this position works. Okay.
Punch through boss doors.
You ready for ride armor? Oh. Ride armor is I always thought was pretty fun. You get to be in a big robot suit.
Even if I love this section because you can just accidentally hit up an A and then just die.
Oh yeah. Like that. The moment you said that, I'm like, why would you ever do that? And then there's that jump there. It's like, oh right, because I want to do a high jump, and I didn't do a dash. Zero's head is fine in lava, but the rest of Zero's body in lava does not work. Now, don't hold up while you make these jumps.
Like, the whole idea that you can accidentally press a button configuration to die is just a cute and stupid little thing that is in isolation in this particular level. That's all over the place in X6. And so, like, Zero gets a technique that is basically that.
Alright. My gut tells me, like, is this where the other E-Tank is?
No, like, this is where the, guy armor part is.
Oh, I don't care about that. Armor part. I don't give a crap about X armors. Drip!
God, yeah, like, Zero's swan dive ability that was inexplicably mapped to up and special weapon. I kind of wish it would just let you carry the right armor through all this a little bit. I don't know, just a similar sort of thing like they let you use the right armor to fight Magma Dragoon.
I love that. Hold on, I got a solution to this. Perfect. Clearly the intended solution. Uh-huh. Oh, that's death even if I'm in damaged mode. Damn it.
Does not register as a floor.
Alright. Anyway, I just wanted to show off that other path. I actually like the right armor build better. But I remembered when we saw that little bit there, I was like, wait a minute, there's a top path.
I had problems with the way that they handled water in Mega Man 8, and it's still here in X5, and that's just kind of a problem with how the PlayStation handled translucency.
Yeah.
I just kind of think about it because in the Saturn version of Mega Man X8, the water looked so much better. Like, since they couldn't do translucency the way the PlayStation could, they just made a ripple effect, and it looked gorgeous.
That's a lot better. God, please. The movement in the right armor is not very good.
Yeah, it's mad clunky.
Oh. A helmet. How nice.
Ah, a paperweight.
Up until literally like 2 minutes ago, when we found that one with the life, I forgot that extra lives dropped in this game. Because, like, why would they?
Like, they were at some point supposed to be a thing, and then they just, you know, accidentally did the correct thing, which was to make them not anything.
Come on. You gonna wait in the lava, in a suit, just waiting for Zero to show up? Okay.
God, yeah, like, I get the other walkers, but, like, why do the bats get to be immune to lava?
Okay, whatever. I just awful at getting out of that. I'm just gonna take the other path. Or die. That's
Devil DNA.
this place is pretty annoying. It's sad because Megaman Dragoon is actually one of my favorite stages.
Yeah, like, Mega Man X4 is still really holds up. Super solid game.
Like, because I like the right armor stage there. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
I really am glad they at least give you an alternate route. Got the
Cool. Alright. Then we're actually at this spot here.
Why does it have a level? Because we're in X5, where every boss has a level.
Yeah, I think our buddy here is Matrex is gonna be what, level 12, 13?
Yeah.
Maybe actually I took some depth, maybe higher.
Based on their weird, stupid unit time system, incrementing up,
12.
Bosses get more health, and they get more levels to show that they have more health.
Yep. Ah, yes, you've come here to retire me. That's it. Okay, fine, I can't time stop you.
The thing, too, is that in X4 and X5, Zero tends to have the more personal conversations with these Mavericks, like he knows them, because it's just like, well, what if Zero turns out to be a bad guy? And like that angle.
Mm. Ah, okay, the Skyver is the one that...
You can only stop Quickman with a flash stopper.
Alright, yep. Booster engine. Antivirus card, which is totally irrelevant.
Actually bad for Zero if they bothered giving him enough viruses to do anything.
Alright.
One thing that is kind of neat in this game is that if you go out of order and kill Mavericks that you're not technically supposed to, because you're going to get parts in other places, then they just have different conversations, just like, man, what are you even doing here?
Yeah, like, why are you here? Like, if you fire the laser and... Anyway. Sigh! Our boy's here. Here he is. The boy.
Sometimes I think about how, like, this ding-dong is responsible for the near extinction of humanity in this game.
Round 2. Stop pestering me. I'm the coolest and wisest of all. Timmy's so cool. Anyway, he's just gonna do this dumb move, but now he does it twice.
Feels like it's another technique.
Yeah. That's the real one I hate. He's fine.
Explodes but never actually dies.
Or you'll die someday. Oh, you can't say that. You're supposed to say retire. Dynamo. You're breaking kayfabe. You're supposed to say retire. No, shit. Damn it. He didn't mean it. He's not gonna die. Zero's not gonna die. He's a robot. He'll retire to a nice colony. It's fine. Anyway.
Oh, nice colony. Probably a bad choice of words right now.
I'll check parts again. I think I've got at least something else I can equip, right?
Yeah.
Acediez.
Oh, you fucking hacks.
I know, right? Okay, 0, and then we've got... I don't even think... Yeah, I can't use that. That's X only.
I mean, for what it's worth, Jumper is a really good part in this game.
Alright, I want to leave you for last, so... Looks like it's time for... This has got to be Izzy, then.
Yeah, Izzy Glow.
I'm like sitting here thinking about who's left. Izzy Glow. Alright. Still just the time stopper. So I've got...
You got your Shoryuken.
Oh!
And also your ground stab.
Man, how do I ground stab? Ah, okay. You just actually have to be, like, fully holding down there.
It's a really good Shoryuken, too, because it leaves a trail of energy as you go up.
Goodbye.
Nice.
Goodbye. I like the real Mets, but having these Mets here is nice, too.
I love how most of your moves go across half the screen, but the shielded enemy is just no big deal. It's like, where's your hurt box?
Rip! Come on. Oh no. Oh no.
This part is a little congested.
Help.
Now, if this were X6, there would be a nightmare enemy spawned right on top
Right
of
on
that.
top of that, yeah, I was gonna say, like... Also, that one would have, like, a like, necessary pickup or something like that.
Hey folks, this is Vprisoner. Ask me about that time I went through Infinity Fleece stage 50 billion times because of that exact circumstance.
Check out this stage.
Oh yeah, I love this. They brought it back from Split Mushroom. They were very proud of it, and they should be.
Wait, I'm 0.
Nightmare enemies are from X6. They made the whole rescue Reploids thing bad by having enemies that can permanently kill them, and a lot of them relate to hearts.
Oh, sorry, I've killed that one. Ahem. So the idea here is you're supposed to kill the... I was trying to Shoryuken it to be cool, but that didn't work.
Yeah, like, if it were me, I'd probably just, like, make it overall weaker and also let you hit it from anywhere.
Oosh. God, the contact damage is like 3 times the laser damage. The laser damage barely hurts. Okay. Okay. Whatever.
Yeah.
Sup?
These configurations suck ass.
Thank you.
Ooh. Fortunately, this counts as a stage transition, which renders that one Sigma virus you picked up useless.
Also, if I got a little damaged state.
Yeah, it's a neat touch.
No.
Yeah, by the way, these things specifically want Grizzly Slash's weapon or technique to destroy. Very easy time to 0.
So I think this is the other area you can get enough Sigma viruses.
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, I off-screen to that one. Oh well.
Damn it. Yeah, I think that was the last one, too.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway, time for Izzy. What's up? Dr. Izzy Glow.
Yes, the mythical combat data.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah. You're on track.
It's rude.
Whether they do let you just tag him for basically anywhere on the screen.
Yeah. Well, the Shoryuken has like this huge like lightning blast below you as well. You're going up, so it's like screen wide. Anyway, one left. Now we can fire the cannon. Again, I just take the life on all these because there's like 2 things that need energy as 0.
Mm-hmm.
Laser device. Dr. Izzy Glow. Laser device. We're taking the laser device. Okay.
Speed shot's a little weird because it does affect 0, but only his buster.
Alright. I can take my shot. Not happy about this. So it reports like hefty damage, like hefty, like it said 68% on the last bit, but I don't think this has like a 2/3 plus chance, especially after the.
No, it's rigged to fail pretty much.
Yeah.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah. All right. Blast off. Curses.
The Enigma's success rate is rigged to be more like a cute little Easter egg than anything else.
Yeah.
They really want you to get the shuttle.
Of course, the shuttle doesn't have 100%. I'm glad somebody mentioned they just RNG manipulate that in the speedrun, and that's a... Oh, also, we're on 8 hours now. I think we gained 2 or something like that on the laser cannon.
Yeah, it delayed the impact or something.
Son of a...
Just disappointment from beginning to end.
Game. Alright, speed shot, which...
Yeah, that'll definitely make your Buster something.
They don't have an autopilot system. It's broken. And they can't repair it. For reasons. Anyway, here's our final one. I always left this one for last. I don't know why.
Axel the Red just screams Last Maverick to me. And to a lot of people, apparently. Are robots autopilots? These are the mysteries.
They have Lifesaver on staff, but he can't. Oh. Now I have the downward?
Oh, you could always control the dash a little bit.
Oh, I did not remember that.
Yeah, it's like a hard knuckles thing.
Okay, Oh.
You got his Giga attack.
Yeah, whatever. Good for when you're in a siege, it says. Anyway. Hit me. That didn't caution me. I didn't fuck up. You fucked up.
Okay. Yeah. No. You got it. You're good at video games. Easiest shit I've ever seen.
Hey.
I don't know why, but this kind of reminds me of Super Contra Area 7 because the flat enemies are a lot like that. They do literally this.
Okay. Stage is short as hell. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Hey, bud. Zero, just say yes. You're gonna be an asshole about it. No. Zero, stop being a fucking cop.
Repliforce, Reploid Force, Reploid Air Force.
Yeah, so then this is the little bit about, you know... Like, hey. I'm saying, I know that's his thing. So yeah.
What if I didn't have to guess? What if I just hit every clone simultaneously?
Alright. Yeah, Zero giving the finger there, uh-huh.
They took it out of X6, and that's another reason why it's such a shit game. Can't even enjoy the little things in life, I swear.
Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. Give me the thingy. Twin Dream. Orbiter engine, and the life up. Alright.
The Twin Dream is an even better version of Soul Body from X4 because it's Zero who has the clone that comes out and attacks with him.
Yeah. Found the booster. Alright. Round 2. Crossing my damn fingers because I don't want to have to play as X.
Uh-huh.
I think it's for Sigma 1 and 2, is that right?
Sigma 1 and 2, and then you have to fight corrupted. Like, Zero's just gone forever.
Oh,
if
fuck.
it doesn't work.
Well, sure, I'm glad that in the base game, you, your life ups and everything only go forward to one character.
Oh, God.
Would I
Zero had to
become...
rub it in by red flagging super hard.
Now actually blast off! Unlike that last time where I was firing a cannon.
Okay, we're in. We're good.
I don't know what the actual odds are on either of these. I'm sure that number is known somewhere, but
It's weird because even in, like even looking at all of the speedrun tech, I have no fucking clue because they just figure out how to make it happen 100% certainty.
right, like once they do the 100%. Alright, we destroyed the colony, but look at that happy Douglas. This is them. By the way, this is all three of them going, Zero? Oh god, is Zero dead? And Douglas is just, yeah! Like, X is the only one mildly concerned here. Okay.
So, like, what they do with the speedrun tech for getting the Enigma to fire constantly is that the demo stage has the same RNG seed every single time because they want to make sure that nothing fucks up in it. So they found the frames in the demo screen where you can just pause out and then start up the game and fire off the Enigma and it will succeed because the RNG ran properly.
Yeah. Anyway, the colony and the Sigma virus fused, that makes sense. Sure,
Yeah, that's a lot of words.
Oh, KP3, 3,228, born in the year 193,228. Thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate them a lot, and hopefully everybody else will as well. For reading the moment, we've named it the Zero virus. Not after you, Zero. Trusted. Look. Okay, look, after you.
I just got back from blowing up the colony and saving all of you.
And then Alia wants you to do some hex editing. I don't know.
Yeah, by the way, the internet has literally invaded the real world.
Yeah. Can't believe the Biolizard fused with the space colony. Shit. Anyway, so now we're on.
I can't believe Zero has a space station up his ass.
So, up to this point in the X games, just to talk about the previous games, if you're not familiar with the X series, like, the Dr. Light has been around in all of them as like, hey, I'm here in capsules to give you power-ups. Dr. Wily's presence has been much more of like a non-presence, is probably the best way to put it. Like, much more of a like, oh, Zero was created by some mysterious evil scientist. We don't, like...
His legacy is felt.
Yeah, in 5, we're not gonna be subtle anymore, or like I guess, we're not, like, hiding that.
Yeah, I wasn't full of shit. The Zero virus apparently has the power to pull the internet into reality.
Yeah.
And we're going there now.
Anyway, you like quick band lasers?
Also, the Zero virus gives you more stages towards progression. Like, it is just more.
Yeah. So I think it's 2 of them, and we're...
3 of them.
Okay. I think it's 4 of the normal ones. God damn it.
This is honestly a lot more forgiving than Mega Man 2.
Yeah, well, 2 is... Alright, so hi, buddy. Okay. No, I'm up here. Hi. Oh, alright. Whatever.
He just got bored. He's just fucking out.
Alright, you know what? We have literally a button for this.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, the justification for this is pretty clear.
Yeah. I don't need to... Come on. Alright, we're in danger mode. Sorry, you have to do the cool pose or it doesn't work, by the way. I don't make the rules. Oh god! I fell for it! You saw that, right?
Yeah, nice fake out.
I fell for it because I was like, oh look, a weapon energy. Shing.
I mean, at least I appreciate them trying to make sure that you don't run out or something.
It's fine. I get to actually fill up my weapon energy bit, which I don't think I've done at all in this game.
Yeah, it's really nice that they just let you have all of your weapon energy back when you die.
Again, if you don't do the pose, it just doesn't work. The dudes here are just X-Force Sigma. Yeah. The internet becoming real is also, like, that isn't, like, just a thing in this. Like, there's, like, what, Cyber Peacock in the previous game?
I mean, like, Cyber Peacock was also, like, you went into the internet. It wasn't the internet went into you.
Oh, God damn it. Alright, what if... Don't touch the walls. There was a cyberspace place in 8 as well.
Optics and Bladder, yeah. because you had to go into the training sims. Like, people thought that this game had a lot of gimmicks. I'd say it was like peak gimmick. Peak, we have no confidence in this series anymore, and we were throwing everything at the wall.
Okay, so I need to just move left. Slightly later.
How's your weapon tank looking?
Full up. Just use that, I suppose. I'm not gonna use it for anything else. Yeah, Jared, just gotta make a cool pose. This is gonna work.
Yeah, you got immediately windmill slammed by a flashback to literally any spot in Metal Shark Player Stage in X6. Because Nero has this problem constantly in that game.
Damn it, you gotta go left, but not too early or you hit that wall. I'm gonna try it without the weapon,
It's always good to be able to get a little bit of practice in.
Oh, I'm gonna use it late. I actually see a good spot for that, I think.
Yeah, a safe spot over there.
Yeah, there's a safe spot over there. You can just use it late. As long as I can get through like the first 2 screens without it, it's not a problem.
That is a checkpoint, by the way.
Yeah.
This is why I don't really have a problem with that section, because it is executed in a much more confident fashion.
Okay.
I mean...
What? I'm invincible! Okay.
Alright.
We're in, locked in. Anyway,
Ooh.
so remember what I mentioned about Wily as we're in here.
Oh, that's definitely what I'm thinking about right now. Not the worst devil in the entire franchise.
It's fine. God, that contact damage sucks.
This boss is a nightmare Zero because you have to get right in its face. Its weak spot is in a random part of its body, and you easily hit it.
Yeah, so. This is one of the parts. You know, we talk about this game kind of made for Zero. This is actually one of the bits that Zero just sucks really bad at.
Nightmare Mother, loose devil association. This is right and proper devil.
Music's good, yeah, because it's the Megaman 3 music.
Now, this is the Megaman 1 Fortress boss music.
Oh, you're right, actually. Sorry.
Also, glad they put that outline there to force you to stay in one spot the whole time.
Yeah, so we can't. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Dodge that stuff. I have not played Mega Man 1 more than like one time, so Gonna eat that, thank you very much.
Mega Man 1's Yellow Devil is also one of those points where it's just like everyone up and decides, okay, so we're all good on using the select glitch, right? Yeah, okay, good.
The problem with the weakness in this fight is hitting it with the weakness. Like, getting it with the uppercut is, like... If the eyeball's in a position like that, it's easy. If it's in a position any further in, you kind of have to do the spin. Just to have enough range.
It is already hell trying to
Oh,
get...
God.
Oh, fuck, it's this.
That's this pattern. Okay. Okay.
I love having more of my time wasted and more opportunities to take damage. This has into death spikes.
Okay. Not much.
I honestly
now.
prefer that phase because it is him at his most predictable.
Yeah, I like that a lot more. God damn it. I hate this part of it.
Yeah,
Basically,
because it's just like, we're mixing it up, you're wasting our time.
Right. Cool. That should be it.
Oh.
It's not, to me, the 16 bits is pretty normal. The bit in that middle where it goes 8 and then stops. Just, it's like, come on. Like, fights where you can't damage an enemy until a specific part already are really, really, like, annoying and slow. But then this one just has a chance of, by the way, here's the extra time waste. Like,
This is the reason why people hate devil fights, because an inherent part of the devil fight is that it's wasting your time.
boy, burst shot. Uh-huh. I'm all in on that burst shot. Hell yeah.
It's also why Mega Man 8's version of the devil is the best devil by far, because it lets you hit it during more phases.
Anyway, it's basically the worst thing I can remember out of the way.
Oh yeah, the stage 1 of Sigma is easily most infamous in this game.
Yo, gimme. I'm down here. Thank you.
If memory serves, the stage does have enough zero viruses to make me do that.
Nope, okay.
I wouldn't even call Mega Man and Base's Green Devil a real devil, because all it does is just throw goop on the floor. Like, it's super lazy.
Here we are. Oh my god, I was... No. It's a lot easier, by the way, with the double jump. Love that double jump.
Love that zero.
Really? Come on. Right, don't I frame this time. There we go. Virus. We're good.
It's such a disappointingly small amount of time. Oh, it did fully refill your health. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the big part of it, is it's a full health heal. Can you get out of the way, please? No? Later!
Check your left.
Yeah, it's just a little bit.
Yep.
Alright, next up. So, X5 was, like, from memory, going to be the last X game until it wasn't. Which is why we get this refight here.
Yeah, Rongda Bongda is very infamous for all the wrong reasons. So, of course, they're here.
Anyway, here's the worst part. Alright. Yeah, you can see the the symbol it has down there that, you know, it's you know, hey look, remember playing Megaman X1? Yeah. The worst part. Oh. Anyway, the actual worst part. Green eye. I'm gonna die. Okay. Oh god. I thought I didn't have that double jump, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna fall straight in those spikes.
Yeah, I was clenching up pretty tight.
Alright. Yeah, you can see the little symbol in the middle there. I mean, some early X games. So.
Real talk, you got him to low health, and then I was just like, oh, he is super going to get got by those spikes.
I know, I hate the wall spikes I was ready for, because I remember that. Yeah, so the wall spikes are the dumb one. Ultimate Buster. Yeah. Again, as mentioned, X5 was effectively going like the final X game. It's why in, you know, up ahead here we're going to have the showdown that like 4X games have been telling us was going to happen. Though I think in this one it's dumb because we're playing as Zero, so it's stupid instead of when you're playing as X, where it makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah, but it's way more fun as Zero.
It's way more fun. Alright, then this is the stage, I think, with the armor.
Yes.
I just have to fall down a hole.
By the way, this is where you can get either of X and Zero's secret armors. But if you want the ultimate armor for X, you have to go down here as normal X without any armor.
Yeah. In the pit. Yeah, the armor is in a hole near the end from memory.
Yeah.
So it's just, there's a pit. So that's the thing X games have done for some time, is like, you fall down a pit that looks like it should just be death, and instead there's like a, I don't know, that wasn't the pit. That wasn't the pit. There's a couple I can think of in like X1 where it's like, here's a pit that like normally you'd think would be death, but you fall down it and then there's like a health container.
And then X2 had the... X2 kind of had the extremely crazy run around where you had to like do a whole bunch of like wild jumping shenanigans over spikes, and then you got the Dragon Punch.
Alright.
X3, it was a hole proper, and you got the golden armor.
I think this is the pit.
This is the pit.
So that's sort of your way of knowing.
Has a 0 icon too.
0. I couldn't make you any cool stuff, but... the Z Saver will be enhanced. Anyway, so Black Zero. We've got like, you know, you can see we've got our different saber-looking thing. I think we have, I don't think I can see them, but there's like 2 or 3 little bits that you just have on because you're in this.
You have shock buffer, shot eraser, and antivirus guard. Also, you take 50% less damage.
Yeah, you actually have armor. Alright, so up ahead, we've got the bit that, again, like all the X games, I think, basically passed 1, because 1 wasn't really building towards it, 0 died in it. Oh boy. We're like, oh, a big fight between our buddies. Actually, or is that next stage? Shit.
No, it's this one.
Okay, but in this one, I think it's dumb when you're playing as 0, because the reason for it, it's built up as like a conflict of fate sort of thing, and when you're playing as X, and like, because the shuttle crashed, and like Zero's missing, it actually feels like that. Here it's stupid. Also, it's a funner fight, but it's stupid.
Yeah, here it's just a your dog shat in my lawn argument.
Here, also, as I was talking about the Wily stuff. He must already be a maverick. You go back to the base. It's stupid.
No, you.
Anyway, this build-up conflict of fated conflict between the robots of Dr. Light and Dr. Wily is... You're a maverick. No, you're a maverick. We've said we have to fight over such a trivial matter, but so be it. And this is our fight. Anyway...
He gets the ultimate armor, and he also uses all of the charged-up versions of his weapons from X4.
Yep. That's what makes it so rad. By the way, I'm taking half damage, just so you know.
Yeah, he has a double cyclone, stole body, and frost tower, specifically.
Race you down from there. Yeah, it's a cool fight because of the ultimate armor. Like, he pulls out the ultimate armor and all of, like, moves from the previous game. You're like, shit, that's cool. But it's just like, oh, I want to beat Sigma. No, I want to beat up Sigma.
It also is just like, when you fight Zero as X, it's just, well, Zero stronger, I guess.
Yep.
But when you fight X as Zero, you get all this callback stuff, and it's just like, yo, that's tight.
So. Anyway, we in the middle of Sigma's fortress, the two of us fought each other to the death for some reason, which was a really, really good idea. pretty sure. Oh no, I must be thinking of another one. I thought there was a bit in this game where there was a mistitled line. Like one that goes to Sigma that's not supposed to, or something like that. Maybe that's a different X game. Anyway, we're nearing the end here. X4? Yeah, okay.
Sorry, I had to take care of something.
Alright, we're still doing some Hex. It's Sigma. I can't think of anyone but Sigma. I can't believe Sigma was behind this, seeing as he showed up in the beginning stage. Anyway,
I can't believe that was the 5th Jiraxis he played.
Alright, yeah.
Pretty much.
Can't really put anything else up. Let's jump on in. But yeah, so at the very least, the payoff is, I think is worth. Oh, I like this music a lot.
I love this music. I love this stage.
The stage
kind of sucks. It also looks cool as hell.
Yeah.
There's also apparently a techno remix of a Japanese folk song.
Huh. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm cool.
Apparently, X6 had the initial idea of letting you mix and match parts like X8 did. But you know how this goes.
This thing is a game at like, what, a 5-week dev time? You can see why that didn't...
Something like that. Like, it's obvious that they had months to get the art assets and everything.
Level 96, y'all.
Yeah, level 96. Just have all the health forever.
Yeah, so this is the refights. I don't like the refights because they're like this. At least with Black Zero, it's not as bad.
It does have the like side effect of making the fight basically a slower version of what you've already done.
That's
your damage resistance has kept up with their health.
It's not that it makes it harder, it makes it longer, and that's not a type of difficulty I like.
Yeah, especially since Metrix's weakness is the dash after image thing, and it's like his stun lock is roughly a week.
There we go. Yeah, I like, okay, I guess I do like the tougher version, like, huge level, whatever. I just don't like that the answer is, they just have way more health. Okay. Next up is our good friend. Well,
alright.
I mean, Dizzy's our okay friend. I like Dizzy well enough.
It's fine. This is speculation based on the fact that X6 did a thing where X's sprites are layered under his armor, unlike X5. They did that in previous games specifically because you could equip the parts piecemeal. So, like, they're apparently going to try that.
So I feel like Giga Attack.
Yeah, like, I do say 2 weeks a lot, but it's obvious that it was much longer than that for certain aspects of X6. Just because they had all of the art assets and everything ready to go, right? That takes, like, literal months. What I'm assuming happened is that they were working at it, like, with a normal dev cycle, and then all of a sudden, management got the brainworms and were like, hey, we need this out by Christmas. Because this released in, like, November.
Oh, Oops. I need to get all that health so I can have my E-tanks for the end here. But that's alright. I think this is Izzy? Yeah. So I can just stunlock Izzy for years.
Just like everyone else in this game.
Uh-huh. 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 Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. Uh-huh. Oh, I got hit.
I'm gonna keep TPing on Wake Up. You're eventually gonna have to figure this out.
Right. Okay. It's alright. Chain did something different. Alright.
The Shadow Armor is really what the Gaia Armor should have been. It is just a fun version of the Gaia Armor instead of being nerfed to all hell.
Alright, so there I actually can get some bits for my E-tank. That's wonderful. Alright, and then I think this one is Squid. This is gonna suck.
I love how you'll never stop trading hits because he keeps backing up against the wall.
It's also just his weakness is not actually worth using for a lot of it. Because it's just more powerful to hit him with the saber. Anyway. We're spinning around in the internet. That's for sure. Alright. I don't think we... Yeah, we took a little bit too much in there to be able to charge a tank. That's fine.
The whole internet works like a disk drive, right? You have to spin it to make the data go.
Alright, so this one is... Actually, don't remember your weakness. This? No! Grizzly. Oh, right! Sorry! We talked about this, and now Grizzly just says this isn't a fight.
You're not allowed to use your cool maze gimmick. This is actually the real background, it's just a loading indicator. Also, Duff McWhalen's fight really fucking sucks in the refight just because of this last part where it is very easy to accidentally get caught on the ice blocks and die.
Yeah. But you have the spin here, you might as well just use it. Alright, I took a tiny hit in there, which means I'm not going to get the full... Yeah, we're actually pretty good. One more of those and I probably have a full 2 E-tanks.
And you'll get a whole lot more going into Sigma. Glad they rendered in the dirt for this one.
Yeah, wonder who this could be. Could be anybody.
His weakness is Twin Dream.
Yep. So this is what we haven't used Twin Dream at all. but it's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it is just better soul body.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
How much X7 can fix X7? You cannot fix X7. You can only endure it.
Burn. Burn to the ground. Burn. Burn.
I'm still in the camp of X6 being far worse than X7. At least X7 was a weird experimental thing that didn't work because we didn't know what the hell we were doing yet. X6 is just malicious.
Come on. Come on, I'm right over here. Welcome back. Cool, mine's gonna be full.
X6 is a ROM hack away from being decent. As somebody who has recently made a ROM hack of this to make it decent, and who has played through X6 twice in recent memory, I don't know about that one.
Alright, here's our good buddy. Help. I really like how Zero just gets like techniques like this.
Yeah.
And they're all like really quick, like easy to use ones that just add. That's again why I like X5 is playing Zero and X5 a lot.
Yeah, again, X5 is probably Zero at his best realized.
Alright. And our final boss that we have not yet fought. Let me quick switch over to our fine, I should have just done that from the start. Whatever.
The fact that you can do it at all just kind of puts a smile on my face.
Yeah, the yep.
You shouldn't have to have that taken from you just because you got a technique. You should never be punished for playing the game.
Alright. And time for the end.
And I think you're good on weapon energy, or life.
But first, there's actually a little stage before we're all the way there, with some like orbs and weird triangles, and triangles fly at you. I'm not gonna claim to... sure. But The final segment. It's not a Mega Man game unless you got Yoku blocks. Doesn't count. Damn it. Just go for it. Right. That's the end. It just doesn't... I'm sure that there are counterexamples of many Mega Man games without them, but they are like... I associate those with Mega Man more than, like, almost anything else.
Mega Man 6 was weird in that it technically had Yoku blocks, but you can just skip them. The only time they showed up was in Wily Stage 2, and Wily Stage 2 had an alternate route that was available right away. Mega Man 6 was a weird deck in a lot of ways, and that's kind of why I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. They weren't an X thing. They were a Mega Man thing. That's I guess, anyway, here's these pods.
Do you get it yet?
They're like mirrors, almost brothers or something. Anyway. Howdy. I remember the Twin Dream one. I didn't remember the Form 1 one, thanks. I met an old man who knows a lot about you. Wonder who that could be. Could be anybody. Anyway,
Signal 1 is a little weird.
Reminds me of Sigma from 1, which is the point.
Like, yeah, with the dash thing.
Yeah.
I also like the little touches on the wireframes of X and Zero. Zero's facial wireframe looks a lot more sinister.
Now we're gonna get better on trying to land. So the thing is, trying to land the uppercut without taking a contact hit. Which is a little difficult. Anyway.
Sigma is good for the X series because he is always changing his forms.
Alright, that shadow took this damage. Okay.
Alright, time for shock mode.
Freaking these things.
Oh, they suck.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Wily has, you know, the 2 or 3 things you associate with the Wily. You know, Skull Fortress, Eyebrow Wiggle, getting his ass kicked and then being really like, oh shit, I'm sorry about it.
It's just kind of weird because, like, in a way, Dr. Light's legacy permeates all of civilization in the X series. Like, they just make it, like, all there is. There is literally an entire race of robots based on the design of one robot he made. Wily gets a bit more stage time in X5 because they're trying to go for a certain something that we're going to see coming up.
Alright, anyway, that's one. Warning. We just fought like 5 minutes ago. Who cares? Welcome back. I made a big robot for me. Let me tell you about an old man I met. Told me you were the strongest in the universe. How should I know? I don't know any person like that. Could be anybody. Anyway.
Got hit the red gem on the top of his head. He does bullshit at you. It does a lot of damage.
I remember... The reason I remember this one for, like, Twin Dream being sweet here is because it lets you position correctly.
Yes, it is really good positioning for this fight. So the idea here is just supposed to be, they were trying this weird angle with X5 that would later carry over to X6 and then just disappear like a wet fart, because that's kind of how X6 is. Wily is a similar being as Dr. Light at this point, whereas Dr. Light is supposed to be a hologram that just, like, exists and knows what is going on and is able to talk with people. Wily kind of uploaded himself into the net and can possess robots. That's kind of what they were going for.
And yes, this is definitely a Gamma callback.
Yeah, that too.
Like, to the boss from Mega Man 3.
I mean, Dr. Wily did construct Gamma, so...
Come on. Up the claw!
Get the claw ready.
Alright. Whew. I'll never die alone!
Dr. Wily constructed Gamma with Dr. Light and stole it, thank you. That makes it his.
The other thing I like about this one, as far as the Sigma fight goes, is that it doesn't overstay. Like, a lot of the other Sigma fights, I feel like, just overstay their welcome. In some of the later X series games.
Oh, X4.
I don't like X4's Sigma fight. It goes on for way too goddamn long. But this one, like, 2 stages. The first one being a, like, you know, pseudo reference to the X1 fight, along with having its own stuff, like the big beam thing he does. And then the second one being a bit of a Gamma reference, as well as having the same thing as the X1 fight. Like... Anyway, we lost a couple parts of our body, it's fine. And then this big skull thing was here the whole time! Hell yeah!
Holes. Oh, that's not
And then we
great.
get the cool Zero dying and getting the blast here. The opening to X6 is just this cutscene, basically. I think with a little bit more different music and some different dialogue. See this guy's arm there, like, I got you. Retire. Who is this? I have no idea. Again, could be anybody.
There's these two scientists that had a rivalry with each other, I guess, and then suddenly their legacies span hundreds of years and affect the entire planet.
I forgot. Oh, I forgot about the iris bit here. Sorry.
No, that was easily the best part of X4.
Oh god. Finding out that Mega Man 8 and X4 share like half of their voice actors is like a treat.
Yeah. Also, that same animation studio worked on Killer 7.
Wily must be super angry. Anyway. That's it. That's X5. That's X5 with our cool updates. X5 is a really sweet game, I think. I like again, we talked about how it's very much like I'm playing through a Zero here. I freaking love playing through a Zero, and it's the game where like playing through a Zero feels so good. Which obviously is a little different from any of the other X or games like that. You know, you're usually playing through as X, but
Zero's at his best here. He feels really fun to play more than anything else.
Also, Mega Man isn't the worst in this. Like, this isn't like a Mega Man and Bass situation where like one character rules at the game, the other sucks. There's like a couple there's like Duff McWhalen stage. Mega Man's not, or X isn't great at, but
like I said, it is a situation where they give you the 4th armor because they know that you need it. X needs it in order to cope with the design that is built around Zero.
Yep, so yeah, sweet game. Yeah, if you're interested in the patch stuff, I know Vpriz has I'd posted it in the Discord once before, but if you want to put that somewhere and let people have access to that, that's if you've got like
absolutely, yeah.
At the moment, it's like you got to do hex editing for it. There isn't like a patch file for it. That might be something in the future. Who knows? I can't speak for that. This ain't my shit.
No. Like, I'm no genius either. I just ramshackle a whole bunch of shit together on the internet, and that's it.
Yeah. But yeah, X5's sweet. I like this game.
This is why I wanted so badly to just like put in a whole bunch of stuff that removes all the clutter, because like X5 is a game that could be really good if it wasn't mired in a bunch of weird dumb bullshit mechanics.
There's a lot of weird dumb bullshit that
so
obviously was removed here. At least it's nice and easy to kind of excise. I talking to you like 1,000 times and tutorializing to you. You know, it would be like if you could cut out 80% of Fee's dialogue. You know, the bits where she's not talking as Fee, but she's talking as the developer to your face.
Mm-hmm. It's like, the difference is night and day. Like, so, we didn't really bring it up a whole lot, but you could just see how much better the stages flowed when you weren't constantly stopping.
Yeah. Yeah, and also if you want to check out the speedruns for this game is also a pretty sweet thing to watch, because it's hilarious how it's just like, look, like, you know, for any other Mega Man or X game, you know, you got to do 8 stages.
It's almost a Chrono Trigger situation where you take the left teleporter.
Yeah, just what? Where there's Lavos? I don't know. What? What do you want? So, anywho, that's gonna be it for today. And we got another completely different project we're planning on starting up in the near future here, probably next weekend.
Super excited for that one.
We're finally done with Mega Man for the near future. Who knows? Maybe at some future date we'll come back to it. I got a B rank with X. How's that even possible? But we're gonna be starting up Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass starting next weekend, and that'll be a fun Sunday adventure for us all. So.
It is easily one of the best JRPGs I've ever played in my goddamn life.
I ain't seen a thing, so it'll be a fun ride. So yeah, anyway, that's X5. Too bad there was no X games past it, I say.
The X series had a rough one.
It did. Mega Man has kind of a rough going on. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Thank y'all for joining. Hope y'all had fun with this. Follow if you want to catch more like this or any of the other projects we got going on. Subscribe for Cool Slimes. Thank you very much. KP3 228 for the gift subs. Yeah. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.